think I realized something about the people who get into the top of top schools for undergrad. We're talking like Ivy Leagues, MIT, Stanford. There's a couple other hyper competitive things in life, but these people are really good at optimizing the secondary scores. What do I mean by this? This is something that I didn't really realize, but there's primary scores like your ACT, your GPA, and then there's secondary scores like varsity water polo and online business, fluent in 5 languages. I knew a handful of people from college who got into these top of top universities, and don't get me wrong, they were really bright people. Let's go through them. One of them got into Harvard for water polo, Columbia for fencing, Princeton for ballet, Harvard for like competitive Latin or something, and knew 3 other languages. Let's take me for example. I went to USC, which is not as difficult of a school to get into as the ones I listed, but it still has a pretty low acceptance rate. I got in for music. I had pretty good grades, but not good enough to get me into USC without music. The only other person from my high school that got into USC got in for track. But I think this is honestly just an example for anything in life that's hyper competitive. Getting a competitive job, which in the Bay Area right now would be OpenAI or Anthropic. Getting a promotion, getting into a club or society. These are all hyper competitive things in life where my theory is that the people who are getting into them are not maxing out the primary score. They're getting good enough on the primary score and then maxing out the secondary scores.